Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Akim that's pushing his truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. This is the Bobby Akanan from the GMS England branch. This will serve as an in-transit edition video. Lord willing, it's edifying unto you brothers out there and few sisters listening and learning. Now, this video will be entitled Wickedness is at an all-time high. All right, wickedness is at an all-time high. And inspiration for this video is drawn from a series of articles, news pieces, various different content that I've been seeing over the last week or so. And one of the articles that one of the argument posted over here in the group chat that we have was regarding the authorities that be allowing children to request puberty blocking drugs. All right, if you're 12 and over, you can now request puberty blocking drugs. So that's the new thing. All right, they've now given children the choice to do these things, and it seems like the ages are getting lower and lower. Okay, the ages are getting lower and lower that they're trying to give children the authority to do wickedness. And it just shows you, the type of world that Esau Edom is trying to form in these last days, all right, with this new world order agenda. All right, it's totally perverted. All right, it's totally perverted. Okay, because Esau deals with, the sexualization of children. Okay, and that's why he's always pointing these agendas at the children, the trans agenda. Okay, no child needs to be thinking of those things. Okay, but in Esau Edom's kingdom, okay, he wants that to be heavy on your mind. Giving you the option to actually so-called, change your sex, which we know, that's really not possible. But what you're actually doing is butchering your body. You're defiling your temple, all right, that was provided to you from Yahweh Shemiah Shai, the Father of spirits. That's really what you're doing. You're marring your body, all right? Because, there was another documentary that came out a few years ago, and they were basically interviewing people that have had, the switch over, from man to woman, from woman to man, vice versa. And they were interviewing them cats like 5 years later, 6 years later, and every single one of them have regretted the decision that they made. All right? Every single one of them had regretted the decision that they made. Okay? And that's pretty much how it always goes. Okay? Society will tell you that, yeah, you can do that, you can change your sex, you can be, the most high of your body, you can make your own choices, you were born in the wrong body. But hold on, when you go under the knife, when Esau gives you that surgery, then you feel like shit. Because you begin to see that it's not real. All right, it's all vanity, it's fake. No man cannot have a child. Yeah, Esau's trying to work on that, but it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening, and it's as simple as that. So it's not possible for a man to have a child, okay? It's not possible for a woman to impregnate a man, a trans man, with a child. It's just pure confusion, and it's pure vanity, man. And that's why King Solomon in Ecclesiastes said, the vanity of vanity, all is vanity, man. All right, this kingdom is all bullshit, man. All right, it's filled of wickedness, it's filled of folly. Okay, it's full of vain ideas and wicked philosophies, man. That's what this kingdom is filled of, man. And that's why Yahweh Shemiah Shai is going to destroy this place, man, for all of the wickedness that's going on. That's why it says in Amos 9:8, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom and he shall destroy it from off of the face of the earth. This is a sinful kingdom, man. This kingdom is prone to transgression. It's prone to fulfilling the wicked lust of the flesh. Okay? Just because you think of something, it doesn't mean that that thing is supposed to be actioned, or is supposed to be fulfilled in reality. Okay? Certain times you get demonic thoughts in your mind, and you gotta rebuke those thoughts because you know it's a demon. But in order to do that, you would have to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's something that Edomites don't possess. Okay? That's something that Edomites don't possess. They don't possess the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and they don't possess the ability to know right from wrong, because it wasn't bestowed onto them to have that luck. You know? And that's why the scriptures say, you know, that there were the vessels of wrath that were fitted to destruction, man. They actually were vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. They're fitted to destroy. Okay? They're fitted to fulfill the deeds of wickedness and sin. Okay? So these things don't surprise us, but yeah, they do disgust us. Alright? These things do indeed disgust us, man, and we won't hide that. You know, because evil is supposed to be rebuked, man. And that's the job of a prophet of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We rebuke evil, man. And the main evildoer that's getting rebuked in these last days, beside the wicked of our people, is Esau Edom. All right, he's the prime guy. You know, he's the man of sin. You know, the man of perdition, man. You know, the dude of destruction, man. The man of destruction. That's Esau Edom. That's what he represents. He represents death. That's why the scriptures say in Habakkuk, he is as death. You know, his spirit is not upright in him. Okay, he's a vile man, you know, and that's why he's going to get thrown down in these last days, man. But the Lord is allowing him, you know, to run his course, because his course must be fulfilled, and then the judgment will indeed come, man. So he is serving a purpose. You know, this devil is serving a purpose in these last days, man. He's showing us what it really means, you know, to live and to abide in a world that is completely demonic and completely wicked. You know, that's why I entitled this lesson, you know, wickedness is at an all-time high, because the things that are going on, you know, behind closed doors and out in the open even, you know, is terrible. You know, you have this whole, the gate, the P gate, you know, the pizza, okay? You have that, you know, still going on, okay? Where you have, you know, underground facilities, where you have, you know, the young ones locked up, used as sex slaves, you know, killed, sacrificed, organs being harvested, you know, drinking blood, adrenochrome. Okay, all of these things are actually happening every single day. But no, you're not going to see it on the media. You're not going to see it on the daytime news, man. Okay, because this is the elites. You know, they control the media. They control, you know, what you see on the news. Okay, and that's the lifestyle that they live, so they're going to make sure that that stays underground. Now, alternative media, you know, you'll see that information. You'll see particular documents that get leaked, you know, spreadsheets, you know, showing you, you know, how much they've purchased, you know, children for, you know, and what they use them for and how they harvest their organs. But people that will bring this out, you know, you're looked at as crazy, man. Why? Because they control, you know, your perception of things, you know, on the TV, right? By flooding you with folly, by flooding you with information that is not edifying, all right? There's nothing edifying about this kingdom whatsoever. There's nothing spiritual, you know, on the right-hand side or edifying about this kingdom and about Esau Edom's kingdom. That's why he floods you with folly. And that's why the scriptures talk about in Isaiah 60, and 1 from the top on down, that, you know, this place is basically covered in gross darkness. The people are covered in gross darkness, man. No edification, no light. The only light that's in this kingdom is the elect, man. We are the only light. Lord willing, we be of those men. We are the only light in this kingdom. We are the only source of edification that anyone can draw from, man. You know? We are the only light in this kingdom, man. And you even had that guy come out the other day. He was at, you know, I believe he was a scoffer, and he even confessed. He said, look, man, you know, all of this time, you know, these guys were on the highways and the byways, you know, on the corners, and we were ignoring them. he was making mention of the Hebrew Israelites. And he's like, oh, it seems though, you know, everything they were saying is coming to pass. So even a scoffer admitted that. And he said he went down with the doctrine, he went down with, you know, the things that we're saying, but he said he had to admit, you know, that many of the things that the Hebrew Israelites are saying is now coming to pass, man. Okay? But let's fine tune that. Many of the things that great millstones, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar and down, were saying is coming to pass. Because who was pushing the MOTB? Okay? Great millstone. Okay? Great millstone are known for pushing the MOTB, man. And that is coming to pass. You can now see, you know, with the whole thing with the Pentagon, you know, pushing, you know, their technology and, you know, the chip that they want to be a somewhat of a biolab, you know, in your body. You know, you have a whole load of independent companies also doing the same thing. Everyone is heading to this MOTB technology because that's where things are going. Okay, that's one of the next major, okay, prophecies that, Lord willing, is going to come to pass very soon. Okay, and we fully believe that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And you know what? More and more people are starting to believe that too. That's why, as it says in the book of Daniel 12, you know, many people, you know, knowledge shall increase and many shall run to and fro. Okay, because knowledge is being increased. People are finding out the truth. People are starting to see, you know, the agenda of the wicked and how he's trying to enslave the world through his NWO system. People are starting to see that now. People are making documentaries about it. All right? All kinds of documentaries, you know, online talking about the Great Reset, exposing, you know, Esau Edom's wicked agenda. But they're just not attaching it to the name. They're not attaching it to Esau Edom. They're not attaching it, you know, to the Edomites or you so-called white people, because they don't know that information yet, man. All right? They think it's purely a global thing. Yeah, it's global, but the main culprits that are in charge are the Edomites, man, because they're the rulers of this world. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They're the ones that call the shots. Primarily America, man. Excuse me. You know, so that's what's happening in these last days, man. And it's a beautiful thing. Because, you know, all of these, you know, you had, I believe it was on RT News, where you had that clip where they were showing a news segment, and all of a sudden, in the last few seconds of the news segment, you just saw some people dressed in all black, you know, saying "Hail Satan," performing a ceremony on live TV. Now, we don't know why that happened. You know, we don't know if there's an agenda behind that or if it was purely an accident, but it just shows you there's things happening in these buildings, man. There's things happening underground in these secret locations that they have. They practice witchcraft, man. You know, John Todd went into that, you know, in the record labels where they pray over the music. You know, they put witchcraft on the music before it gets released. You know, because it's all vibrational, man. Everything is spiritual, but they don't want you to believe that. They want to separate you from the spiritual element of this life, which most of life is spiritual, man. The large abundance of life is spiritual and not carnal. Okay, there's forces that are at work that you can't see that are doing things, man. Okay, and that's why it tells us in Ephesians, you know, we fight not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, there's things happening. There's entities that are doing things on the right-hand side that's furthering, you know, biblical prophecy, man. And there's entities on the left-hand side that are doing things, okay, that's also furthering biblical prophecy, man. All according to their lot that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has given them, man. All right, but the average man or the average woman, you know, don't know these things. All right, they just think that whatever you can see before your eyes is what it is. No, things go a lot deeper than that, man. And Esau is trying to bring, you know, all of his wickedness to the surface so he doesn't have to hide no more, because he's been hiding for a very long time. But with this whole new world order, you know, he's pretty much gonna declare himself. You know, he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out of his shell, man. And he's really gonna show you what he's really about. You know, that's what this is all about. So Esau can really rule, and you're gonna know who your rulers are, man. And that's why people are starting to find out. People are starting to point the finger at the Rothschilds because they're being exposed. All right, pursuant to Jeremiah 49:10. You know, I shall make Esau bare, and he shall not be able to hide himself, man. So that's all the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that's making Esau bare and revealing, you know, who he really is, man. And the scriptures also talk about the shameful spewing. Okay, and that's also happening to Esau too. You know, he's being embarrassed, he's being confounded in every work. And that's what it says in the scriptures, I shall cause Egypt to err in every work, man. That's not talking about ancient Egypt. That's talking about, you know, the modern day Egyptians, man. That's talking about America and you Edomites, man. The Lord is causing you to err in every work. That's why your agenda is not running smooth. Okay? That's why your agenda is not running smooth, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, is casting confusion, all right, in your agendas and your plans, man. And he's going to continue to do that, all right? And when you're about to fill your belly, then shall Yahweh Shem Yahushai cast you down, man, all right? So I'm going to cut it off here. You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And until the next time, I'll say Shalom. Kahalayim la Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakudah, Shalom.